Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Darlings, I have a treat for you. Well, for Fumi Nation in New York, I have been invited to the most fabulous event on the 24th of this month, August, by Juvia's place. They are going to have the first ever event party, and it is an invitation only for the Browns versus the Blushers. And I have been invited to take part in the event, and I have also been given 30 tickets to give away free. Yes. Thank you, Juvia's Place, for the fabulous invitation, and thank you for extending it to my Fumi Nation family. So this is what you have to do, my darlings. You have to follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, as well as following Juvia's Place on Instagram. Plus, you have to get 2 friends that do the same. You put your email in the comment section. You put your email to say done and dusted. I will double check and I will email you a free invitation to the Juvia's Place extravaganza event of where Davido will be performing. You get your free gift bags. You get all of the food and drink that you can eat. You get to take pictures with me and hang out with me because I will be there all day, baby. Yes, all evening. It's going to be an extravaganza, baby. And I am so happy to extend it to my New York girlies because I'm going to be in the city. How about that? All right, why are we here? It has been the most requested video for the last month. And I said, oh, I'm here. I can do it. Fumi, how did you lose so much weight? Darlings, I ate in deficit. I calorie counted and I made sure that I still had my treats. So I'm going to tell you and show you what I eat in a day. For my breakfast, I made sure that I ate. Let's start there. A lot of the times I would skip my breakfast. That's the worst thing that you can do. Why? Because you're not a lizard. What does that mean? It means that eventually you're going to be hungry. And eventually, like I have done in the past, you choose the wrong men. So you choose the wrong foods. Why? Because you're hungry. You are hungry and all reasoning goes out of the window. Stick to your oatmeal, stick to your eggs, stick to your bananas, stick to your yogurt. Make sure you calorie check. With the NutriCheck app, you're able to scan your products and see how many calories. This is NutriCheck right here. Yes, we're just going to scan so that you have an idea of how you know how many calories is in your food. There's a barcode there. So I click onto that there. There you go. And you can see this little square box. And then you take whatever fruit and there you go. Boom. It scans and it tells you half a pack is 63. So I can put that for my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, or my snack. Yeah, there it goes. Let me do yogurt and then it tells you the ratings. But let's leave that for now. Let's go back to the barcode and then we scan the yogurt. Voila. See? And it says serving 120, that's 60 per each cup. And then you put that in. And I had to have my protein. Why? You have to have your protein for your muscle mass. And I realized with my protein, I was fuller longer. I was never really crazy about eggs. But eggs did a number on me, and so they're in there. I love the boiled eggs. I love the poached eggs. Every once in a while, I'll throw it on the pan with a little itty bitty bit of butter or oil. It doesn't matter because you're going to need to have your good fats. So I always had that. You're going to have to switch out all of the white bread, all of the white rice. Your potatoes can stay. Your pasta, you got to minimize. Calories. I have shown you many times before the calorie check, and I went back to it. Because there's no way you can see if you're losing weight without knowing how many calories that you are consuming. So majority of my mornings, that's what we're starting with. majority of my mornings, I had my oatmeal. And I had that sometimes with yogurt, sometimes I had it with fruit. As far as I was concerned, I always wanted to make sure my consumption in a day was 1,500. I wanted to eat in deficit, and for the first time I was doing that. I only consumed 1,500. It's very, very light. It was very intentional because I self-funded my brand, of which you're going to live and love, and I am talking about the bras. We've got the t-shirts, we've got the tote bags, but the huge majority for all that I have done in the last 2 years was self-funding my bra brand. And how can you have a shapewear brand and be out of shape? I had invested too much money, and we are coming to the end now, and you are going to love what I have for you. It got better and better. I've gotten more and more excited. And the last piece of the puzzle was, Fumi, be your brand. You are your brand. Your brand is you. Be your brand. Yes, I had lost a lot of weight last year. I hit 152 last year in New York.
Just look, guys, when I left New York, for New York, I was 164, I think. Just look. £12. That New York was a beast. Was a beast.
And I used that same model to implement it for this year. Why? Because when I got back, I was so exhausted from the event. I was so tired to single-handedly have an event in another country, deal with things that you will not necessarily have to deal with. You can't imagine. And so I was constantly on the go, and I seldom ate. I just didn't have the time. I was more tired than hungry, and so I would just go to bed. And so this time I said, Fumi, that is really what you're going to have to do. I would eat my breakfast, and we were hitting that Manhattan pavement and going back and forth to Brooklyn, back and forth with the goodie bags, back and forth to the restaurants of where I had the other events. I had to make sure that we got the DJ, the music. It was a lot. And we had a very small team. So, your nuts, your grains, the grains that you see on your brown bread, you can eat that with raisins. That was my snack. I drank a lot of water. It just flushed me out, and that's what really flattened out my tummy. My proteins for my lunch, my chicken, my fish. I'm a seafood girly. Love, 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 love seafood. Love my lobster, love my crabs, love my shrimp, and my lean meat. 0 to no fat at all. I go to the butchers, so I cut my lean meats, I grill them, I boil them. Yes, I do. And I eat that with my salads. I eat, well, as you very well know, that's the name of one of my t-shirts, and let me show you. And they're all coming. We're just making sure that the website is fabulous. Eating my salads and minding my business. And in so doing, I made sure that I had salads with everything I ate. Even if I had some rice, which would be brown rice, I had a goal. I had a goal this time around. My brand, my shapewear brand is going to launch super soon for me. And you have to be in shape. Being in shape, also being healthy. And 140 for my 5'9" frame was perfect. I modeled in the past and I was 120, 115. I wasn't trying to be that. I just wanted to be really fit. And I've mentioned before, I had a very bad knee for the first time when I gained this weight. And once I began to lose it, then the pain eased up. And it really just was weight. 90% of my lunches were salads, were vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, you name it, avocado, bell peppers, I had my chili peppers. The difference here was You just have to watch on your salad dressing. Your salad dressing could be 600 calories. And that is where I began to make my own cocktail, because I love spice. I'm an African. I'm black. I want my spice. So I would put my hot pepper chili into my salads. You can make all kinds of salads. I would even have my fruits in my salads, which I've shown and demonstrated to you many a time. But I was very, 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 very mindful of the salad dressing. I weighed my food as well. I weighed my raisins. This is a scale, because on your calorie counter, sometimes it will tell you stuff like this, like nuts or whatever. You're allowed 30 grams, or 30 grams is 80 something calories. So you put the bowl on first onto the scale, and then you press 0 so that the bowl does not include into the weight, and then you put your 30 grams. Look at what 30 grams of raisins looks like. It's tough, baby. It's not easy. It's not for the lighthearted. But you want the body. You want the bikini. You want the flawlessness. Be grateful for the 30 grams. Yep, that's how I look at it. And I'm like, for me, take the 30 grams and be grateful. Guys, you can see that the scale says 0. Yes? Now, when I put the bowl on, look at what happens. It tells you 35. So you press 0 again. There you go. And then you put in your food. So for example, if I put those in, there you go, that's 15 grams. You can eat, but in small quantities, and this is how you safeguard your calorie count intake for that day. Am I letting you know some stuff, or am I letting you know some stuff? I also had my treats, but it's going to take you 2-3 weeks where you're going to cry. Telling you the truth, I cried because I didn't want to do it, and at the same time I wanted the result. It was mind over matter. So about 2-3, the first week was just horrible, and there were times when I cheated, but I was better because I was very conscious of what I was putting in my mouth. 20% is the workout, 80% was the eating, and that was shown when I was in New York for 2 weeks last year for the meet and greet. I barely ate because I was so focused on what I was doing. I didn't think about it. I really didn't think about it. What helps also is that I am at home. I work from home. My studio is here, and I have wonderful Ula who said, Fumi, I'll do this with you. So we did it together, so there was no junk in the house. Adrian is a wonderful kid. He likes his meals. So it was a wonderful family support system for me. You have to have the support system if you are living with other people. If you're living on your own, you're lucky out here in these streets. You have to have your prep. So what I did, I would grill my chicken. Ula would grill the fish. We cooked and ate at home. And do you know that coming this time around, with my lifestyle change, I don't really eat much outside. I don't like to not know what's in my food. I like to know what's in my food. And this was a huge difference. This was how I really got down to 140. You don't have a treadmill, you don't have a gym membership, you go outside, walk. I do it all the time. Just walk, try to walk up the hill, try to walk up the stairs, come back down the stairs, go up the stairs. If you're taking the bus, come down one stop early to your destination. Begin to encourage yourself. I did not know that I would make it to this point. I really didn't, because it took me 7 months. A lot of people say, Fumi, but it's in the 3 months. No. You noticed in 3 months. But I had started from January, December. Even when homegirl had said, oh, Fumi, you've put on weight, I had already started losing weight by the time she had made the comment. So a lot of people think, oh, but 3 months you've lost. No. I had started from 7 months, and it's going to be gradual. But once you get the hang of it, you will begin to see a difference in your body. That Greek yogurt is like cement. So when I would have cravings, that was what I ate at night. I lived, and I love it till this very day. So that's what I can tell you, my darlings. You have to do 2 things. Eat in deficit, watch your calories, eat your protein. Eat your protein. And if you cannot do any of that, your plate that you eat, your big bowl of rice, cut it by 4. You can't eat like that anymore. You will not lose the weight. You will not lose the weight. I'm just telling you. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I love you so very much, and you are beautiful. That's another thing. You're beautiful no matter the size. The beauty never goes. You're just trying to be the best version of you. And if you feel I'm good the way that I am, I want you to understand that is what is most important. It's here. Most important is how you feel. I did this for me. It's not to enforce anything on you. But if you are asking me because you want to do it for yourself also, then not a problem. Other than that, please always remember, you're beautiful. Your confidence and everything you aspire and want to be has nothing to do with the outside. It has to do with you on the inside. Because once you start any journey, once you have it inside of you mentally, you're already halfway there. That's what I learned with this journey. The second I really became visceral about this, focused about this, laser focused, I was halfway there, because I was so impressed and happy with myself, I could turn down apple pie. That's my weakness. I live for it. The crust, my God. I could turn it down because I would look at it and I would say, Fumi, this will just set you back another week. You have deadlines. This brand is coming and you want to look fabulous for your images. You're going to do all of your photo shoots. You're going to do all of these things with this product that you created. I shifted. When I saw the backless bra, when I saw the sample, my mind shifted. I cried because I remembered the video, and here we are. And that was it for me. That was it for me. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love, and see you in New York. I'll see you in New York in 3 weeks. Love you, bye.